Hey guys, what is up? Virus back here today. I'm gonna be telling you a little story time, and this story takes place in my freshman year of high school. And it's with me and my friend, who I guess I'll just be calling, Billy, for the rest of the video. So, okay, a bit of context, because if I don't tell you guys this, you think I'm just a complete idiot, when I'm much, much worse than that. So, this one teacher who we'll just call, let's just call her Miss Teacher. She runs a soccer club, what happens off campus. So, they can play soccer and whatever. And on this day, she decided to keep her door unlocked, which is super rare for, any teacher in our school to do, not just her. And in her classroom, she has some ping pong balls and paddles or whatever they're called for whatever reason. And I really don't know why she had them. So me and my friends, we found them during some free times in class, and we started messing around that day. And the way our classes are structured is that the last hour of each day, we have a study hall free type period type thing. And so I had my least favorite teacher. This teacher literally hated me. And for whatever reason, because school just hates me, there's no one in my class to talk to. So Billy told me to come to his teacher's classroom, and I was like, so I asked my teacher to let me go to his teacher's classroom. And because I had some work to do. So she said I can go as long as the other teacher was cool with it. And we can call this other teacher Mr. Blue. He said it was cool. And so I asked him, and Mr. Blue was like, the absolute go here. He said that it was cool. So me and Billy, we were just chilling at the back of the class, doing whatever. And he was like, dude, let's go check if Miss Teacher's room is open and get the ping pong stuff. And just mess around a little, And I was like, it's probably locked. And he said it's worth a shot. And I was like, whatever, I had nothing better to do. So we told Mr. Blue we needed to go record a video for a project. And since he was such an absolute legend, he said yes. So we went out full 007 right now. We were peeking around corners, sneaking, crawling, whatever secret agents do. We were being complete retards in general. And so this one upperclassman, he saw us being retarded and just stared directly at us. And then he started going sicko mode on us. And that's when we realized we were being completely retarded. And Miss Teacher's room, was probably locked. And so after that, we just walked to her class. And lo and behold, the door was left open. This was so, crazy. And of this change, none of the rest of the story would have happened. So we turned on the lights, and we got the paddles, and we started playing a bit in her class. We didn't think much of it, but after a few minutes, I started thinking this could be a bad idea. I told Billy we should probably stop and just head back now, and he was like, no, let's keep going. And I really just didn't want to stop, and I wanted to keep playing. So after easily swaying me to stay, we played for another 10 minutes, and we started doing stupid stuff like using multiple balls and whatever. And eventually we hit something, but since the ping pong ball is only 2 ounces, it didn't really do anything. But we still had a little mini freak out, and instead of doing the smart thing and putting everything back and going back to class, we just took a ball and a few paddles and went outside into the hallway. And it wasn't even the back of the school, it was the front, directly across from the office. And around this time, the principal, I guess, just came, paroled the halls, and did whatever, kill kids' joys and happiness. And to be honest, we deserved what was coming to us because we were so retarded. And so we just started, we were playing, and I see Billy, obviously if you couldn't tell from the rest of the story, he was pretty, stupid and fearless and whatever. And I just see him start trembling. He drops his paddle, and I was like, what? And I feel a breath at the back of my neck, and the principal just goes and I just jump and turn around and just look at her, and I'm my heart started beating super fast, bum 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 bum. That's the most adrenaline I had probably ever felt. It's I just did 100 jumping jacks and ran 30 miles. That's how fast a single beating. A single drop of sweat started running on my forehead, and I was so scared. She started lecturing us about how this wasn't okay, and she asked us what class we're in and a bunch of things, and things that weren't important. We agreed, and we started walking back to put it up, and she started walking away. And we were so stupid. We just kept playing all the way to Miss Teacher's room, and when we got there, we just put everything back, turned off the lights, and started heading out. So when we got to Mr. Blue's class, a kid was sitting outside, and she told us that the principal came looking for us. So we started freaking out right at this point. And so we walked in, we were freaking out, and everyone was just telling us that the principal came looking for us. And somebody told me that the principal said that Mr. Blue was in charge of our punishment. And Mr. Blue was kind of known, like one of her kids did something stupid, to like actually go sicko mode on them and just give them detention, suspension, whatever, call their moms. So Mr. Blue called us up and he was like, hey, so whatever you're doing in the hallway, don't do that. It was stupid. And I was actually shook. Like, I was expecting a full 30-minute lecture from the last 10 minutes of class. And like a D-hall or maybe even an expulsion. And Mr. Blue was like, whatever. He was an absolute goat here. And he let us off. He didn't even call my mom. So in the end, I guess the moral of the story is you can play ping pong in the hallway as long as your teacher is an absolute goat and in a good mood. So if you guys did enjoy this story time, make sure to drop a like on it. If you guys want to see more of these, please tell me in the comments. I'd love to come up with more stories, but my life isn't really that interesting. So I'll just see you guys next time. Bye.